Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Exercise 1.3, question number 2, 6. Limit when x tends to 4, 2x square minus 32 divided by x cube minus 4x square. And we observe that if we put the limit directly, that if we put directly x equal to 4, we are going to get 0 by 0 form, which is not defined. So we try to adjust it. We see that we can take 2 common from this. When we take 2 common, we get x square minus 16, and we can take x square common, and when we take it common, we get x minus 4 inside the bracket. And now x square minus 16 can be written as x plus 4 into x minus 4, and this x minus 4 got cancelled, and we are left with limit when x tends to 4, 2 into x plus 4 divided by x square. And now we can apply the limit, and we get 2 into 4 plus 4 divided by 4 square, just a 4 here and a 4 here. Okay, and we get 4 plus 4, 8, 8 to the 16, 16 by 16. The result is 1, which is the answer. Part 7. Limit when x tends to 2. Square root of x minus square root of 2 divided by x minus 2. And we observe that if we put the limit directly, we get 0 by 0 form, which is not defined. So we are going to rationalize it. We just adjust it by rationalizing, and we multiply and divide by x square root of x plus square root of 2. So this becomes square root of x whole square minus square root of 2 whole square. And in turn it will be square and square root will cancel each other, and we will get x minus 2 here. This x minus 2 got cancelled with this x minus 2, and we are left with limit when x tends to 2, 1 by square root of x plus square root of 2. And now we can apply the limit, and the result is 1 by square root of 2 plus square root of 2 equals to 1 by 2 times square root of 2. Part 8, similar to part 7, here we have limit when h tends to 0, square root of x plus h minus square root of x divided by h. We observe that if we apply the limit directly, we get 0 by 0 form, which is not defined. So again, we are going to rationalize it. That is, we are going to multiply and divide by square root of x plus h plus square root of x. So we are going to get this thing, and then it will become square root of x plus h whole square minus square root of x whole square. Square and square root will cancel each other, and we are going to get simply x plus h minus x, and in the denominator we have h, and we just leave it there, and we write it as square root of x plus h plus square root of x. Now this x got cancelled, and then this h got cancelled, and now we can apply the limit. Just put h equals to 0, and you get 1 by square root of x plus square root of x, which is equal to 1 by 2 times square root of x, and which is the answer. Part 9. Limit when x tends to a. xn minus an divided by xm minus am. And what do we see? If we apply the limit directly, we are going to get 0 by 0 form, which is not acceptable. So what do? We multiply and divide by x minus a. We are going to multiply by x minus a and divide by x minus a. As a result, we are going to get this thing. Okay, now what we are going to do? We are going to put this x minus a under this xn minus an, and this x minus a under this xm minus am to get this shape. What is the advantage of this shape? We have proved on page number 19 of chapter 1 that the limit when x tends to a, xn minus an over x minus a is equal to n into a minus n into a to power n minus 1. So we apply this limit separately on the numerator and on the denominator. So this result becomes n into a n minus 1, and this result becomes m into a m minus 1, a to power m minus 1, by using the result proved on page number 19 of your book. And we have got this result. Now just simplification. We just combine the powers of a. We bring this m minus 1 to the numerator, and we get n into a to power n minus 1 minus m plus 1. And This n by m is written here and a to power n minus m is here, and this is our answer, and that completes the result.